Hey friend, this is Anil. In this video, we will learn how we can get data from a web API and can bind in list view. In my previous video, I already told you how we can bind static data in list view, but in this video, we will learn how we can bind dynamic data from web API, and the data is stored in SQL Server. Okay, so here you can see this is the data that I have stored over here. So this data like name, charges, total days and days in a week, and here is my web API. So you can see the how we can create a custom web API. I already told in my previous video, so that video link I will share with you. So if you don't know how we can create your custom controller, like this is my custom controller, plan packages controller, and here you can see I'm picking the value. This is a get type of web API web method. So here you can see if the plan ID is equals to 0, then I'm selecting all the information from that plan and packages information table. Otherwise, I'm filtering the data on the basis of plan ID. Okay, and this data I'm converting into the data table. Here you can see, and this data table I'm returning to that method. Okay, so let's let's move on Postman. So using the Postman, first we will check how we can get the data from this web API, and after that the same process whatever we have did with the Postman, the same thing we will do in a Xamarin Form. Okay, so the if you don't know what is the Postman and how we can debug with the Postman, you can watch my previous article. In my previous article, I told you from the scratch in that video how we can create web API and how we can get and hit the our web API, post web API or get web API using the Postman. So here you can see this is the URL of the web API, and this is the ID. Okay, here you can see these all are the web API that's all are the running on this IP address. So if you don't know why we are using the IP address, so because in the Xamarin, if you will use the local host, then you will get the error because local host is not consumed by your emulator or your mobile device. So that's why I configured a, here you can see it's a conveyor by KeyVoti. So how we can configure this, I already told you in my previous video. So before watching, I request you please watch that previous video first, because all the things are linked up with each other. Okay, so here you can see plan and packages controller. This is my controller, and this is the get type API, and this is the post type API. Okay, so if I will click on this get type of API, then it will tell you what parameter you have to pass. If suppose that it will be a post kind of API, then it will let you know what parameter you have to pass and what will be the output. The same thing, the get API will let you know what parameter you have to pass, or you can check from here also API/plan and packages. Okay, this you have to pass. So this is my Postman. Okay, so this is my URL. So I have to change the URL because the running URL is different. So I will paste over here and slash API slash plan and packages, and in the query string I'm passing plan ID equals to 0, because if I will pass plan ID equals to 0, then I will get all the information from the table. Okay, cool. So in the authorization, I'm not passing anything, and in the header, I'm passing the content type equals to application JSON, and in the bearer, I'm passing a bearer token because our API is authorized web API. So for authorized web API, we have to pass a token. Now, obviously in the body, I will not pass anything because this is not a post type API. Let's click on send button. So it will give us the error, unauthorized error, because the token has been expired. Okay, so for that we have to generate a token first. Okay, let me check the token API. So this is the token API. Okay, so in the token API, how we can generate the token and how we can log in Xamarin Form using the web API, I already told in my previous video. Okay, so all the web API, all the videos are linked up with each other. So I request you, before proceeding, please watch first the previous one. So here you can see username anilk@gmail.com and password equals to welcome@1123 and grant type equals to password. So this is already registered in my database. I'll show you. Here you can see anilk@gmail.com. This ID is already registered. I'll just click on send button. So I have to change this address as well because this local host is a different local host. Click on send button. Yes, the token has been generated. This token we will use to authorize our web API. Okay, so here in the header we are passing the token. So this is the bearer token. I paste it and now I will click on send button and here you can see the output. Okay, plan ID, plan name, total days, plan charges and days in a week. So whatever record we have a table, the same record we are getting over here. But if I will move on my list, so here you can see this is the image URL and this is the text and this is the text information. Okay, this is again image URL, text information and text information. So this same information I will make over here. So in plan and packages information, the name will be name and the charges I will change in image URL. So I will pick the image URL from my previous post. Okay, so this is the image URL I'll pick. Okay, so this is the actually I have created a var type of variable. No worry. So the same information we can show up over there. Okay, like name, charges, total days. Cool. So let's move on our backend. So here we have to create a method. Okay, so we will give a appropriate name for that method to get data from web API. Okay, and here we have to pass a class. So basically we create a class. Okay, I list and get data async. Okay, so here we will create a class, public class, and the class name is suppose card. Okay, so in the card uh, we have a name, charges and total days. Okay, Clan name, get set. Charges, total days. Okay, so the class I will pass over here. Okay, now I will call create HTTP client. Okay, and I will create HTTP client equals to new HTTP client. Okay, so the same thing I will pass in HTTP client. Authorization equals to new authorization header value. So in this parameter you can see scheme and parameter. Okay, so here I will pass bearer and comma token. So here I will pass string token. Okay, cool. Now client dot send async request, because we are sending request, we are sending async request. Okay, so here I will type the base URL. So the base URL here I have in a constants. Okay, so constants dot base URL, constants dot base URL. Okay, plus we have to pass the URL that is in Postman. And we have to pass plan ID equals to 0. Okay, now here you can see we have different parameter that we have to pass. So here we are not passing any kind of, we are not posting, so we are getting, oh, this is will be get async, not send. Okay, now from this response we will get the data. So how we can get the data? So here there string equals to response dot get avatar. Okay, dot get result. So from this we will get our content. Okay, and this is the async request, so we have to wait for response. So response dot wait. Okay, Now we will deserialize this data. Okay. So using JSON convert dot deserialize, here we will pass list and in list we will pass the card. Okay, so this data we have to pass. Okay, so basically, okay, fine. So here this is async type. Okay, now we will use here we will call this our web API. So here I have already created a object. So using this object service dot get data async, and here I will pass a access token. Okay, so from where we will get this access token? So obviously we will get the access token from login. Okay, so here application dot current dot property, and here I will add a key access token. Okay, and in this key I will provide a access token. So here we are getting the access token. Okay, now using this application dot current property we will get the access token. String access token equals to so property dot add and access token dot response. Okay, now here we will pass this access token. Okay, so here we are getting the data. Suppose where data equals to we are getting the data, and I want feed this data in this list. So I will create a for each loop. So here I'll get the data and monkeys dot add new monkeys. So here in image URL I will set item dot suppose I'm setting total days or total days. Okay, and in name I'm setting item dot plan name, and in location I'm setting item dot charges. Okay, so these value I set it over here, and I will comment out this thing, control K C. Okay, and here in the list view, because this is the text now, this is not an image, so I use label, and instead of source I will take it as a text. Okay, now I will run it. Let's see what will be happen. And in the login page we have to call also that uh, page. New list view data. Okay, now I will call it. So it will take a few seconds to compiling this solution. For this I'm skipping this video. Yes, so here you can see the result: 30 30 90 90, Zumba 1 month, dance 1 month, Zumba 3 months, dance 3 months. So here we can see the record: Zumba 1 month, dance 1 month, Zumba 3 month, dance 3 months. Okay, and here we define the name, and below we define the total days. Okay, so the result are expected whatever we want. Okay, so I hope you like this video, and if you like this video then please subscribe my channel to upcoming videos. Thanks for watching my video. Have a nice day. Bye bye.